Good afternoon. I'm Sock Marionette, a middle-aged lady in a tiara, doing business as a bargain counter argument, and this is Midweek Motivation, my weekly live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. And it looks like there are a couple people here, and if you are the kinds of people who like to comment, please say hi. If you're the kinds of people who just like to watch, then that's cool too. And if you're the kind of person who's watching this back after I've recorded it, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Yes, so today is viewer's choice. I have three different things we could do, and I thought I would check in with people to see what they're interested in doing. Let's see. Okay. What the? Okay, sorry, I was just taking a look at the poll. Hey, Abby Jean! Emily! Nice. I haven't seen it. Abby Jean, it feels like I haven't seen you in an age. I mean, I've discuss things on DMs, but I haven't seen you in a live show. At least not in mine. I've seen you in other people's live shows. So anyway, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you. I have a poll for the three choices, and I will say this: one of them is book bracket, and that is going through my newly acquired batch of Harlequin Superromances to see which one I should read first. That's one option. Exploring an Irish castle, Ashford Castle in County Mayo, which is has a nice Matterport 3D feature where you can just kind of wander around the hotel, virtually speaking, and see what they have. There's another one in Ireland that I have. It's a manor rather than a castle, but this is the one I thought we could try if we want to. And then the third option is a book haul. And the thing about the doing the bracket with the Superromance to determine which I should read is that that's kind of, and also to a lesser extent the Irish Castle, those are kind of more audience participation. And I know midday, as it is for most of us on a Wednesday, is probably not the best time to do that because a lot of people are working or doing projects or whatever. So I was thinking we could do that. If people want to do that, that's fine. Or I might do those like on a weekend or an evening or something like that so that there can be more participation. So we'll discuss that if people have questions or whatever. So Emily said, "Hey, Sock, working today, but I am here. Thank you so much." And Abby Jean, and then she responded by saying, "I know, I've been busy. Been looking forward to popping back in." Lovely, thank you. And Emily says, "Hey, Abby Jean, glad you could hop on with us." Yes. Stacy's here. Hey, Stacy. And Emily says, I choose the bracket. I chose the bracket. I'm really interested in Harlequin lately, thinking about getting the book box. Well, these are, for the most part, um, oh, phooey. Huh. I don't know. I set up this poll and I don't know how to look at the results. And anyway, uh, you said you're thinking about getting the book box. This is the thing, though, is that these Superromances are all older. I mean, they don't even do Superromances anymore. I think Sarah the Bookish Nurse, no, somebody looked it up for me when I did my haul a couple of weeks back, and they were saying that they discontinued that line in 2018. And most of the ones that I have are from like literally 1986 and 1987. I have a couple from other years, but so there is that. I did that poll, but now I don't know how to look at the results. hmm uh, um, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I can actually see the results if anybody's actually voting this way. I mean, you could always just say it in the comments. Uh, sorry, I'm distracted here. Okay. I'm logged in. Well, unless I'm the only person who's voted so far. Huh. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, I can finally see the results. And it looks like, oh, with 4 people voting, we have, oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, we have 3 votes for the bracket and only 1 vote for the book haul and the book haul. And the vote for the book haul was mine when I was just testing the system to see if it worked. So I'm going to discount that 1 vote for the book haul because, like I said. And let's see, we got Abby Jean saying hey to Emily. And Abby Jean, LOL, can we vote in the chat? Yes, you can. Hey Stacy, says Emily. Yes, yes. So like I said, right now we've got 3. Oops, somebody else voted. So it looks like we have 4 votes for the book bracket. And again, there's only 1 for the book haul, and that's my own vote, so I'm not going to count it. And no votes for the Irish Castle. Okay, so it looks like we'll do book bracket, and I will use I have my cart with the book haul on it. I have my box with the Harlequin Superromances in it, so I'll use the 10 minutes of yuck to retrieve the Harlequin Superromances. So, but I'll keep an eye on the poll in case there's like massive movement in any particular direction. But I don't think there will because we've had 5 votes and there are 4 people. Hey, Emily and Abby, says Stacy. Okay, well, why don't we do our 10 minutes of yuck? I will retrieve the big box of Superromances, and you can. We'll start working on that uh, after the 10 minutes of yuck. I'm a little scattered today. I think I have seasonal affective disorder, but for summer rather than winter. So, another comment. Hello, Stacy. So, let's go ahead and do our 10 minutes of yuck. Get that nonsense over with. Uh, so we are sprinting bow. And I can, when we come back, story time, I can tell you all the exciting things I did today. Okay, we're sprinting until 18 minutes past the hour. And we get the River 105.9 variety from the 70s, 80s, and 90s on there. Okay, and I am going to mute myself here. 10. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Six, 8, 9, 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Okay. Oh, did I forget to mute myself? Sorry about that. Kristen says, "Good morning. I made it to 1." Hi, Kristen. And people are greeting each other. Yeah, sorry. I forgot to mute myself, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of out of it today. Hi, Barkity. What did we miss? We had a viewers poll, actually. Viewers choice. We're having a poll to see what I'm doing today. If you look up at the top of the comments, there should be a link to the poll. We have 3 possibilities. I can do a book haul. We can do a book bracket to help me choose what I'm going to read first from my Harlequin Superromances, which I talked about a couple of weeks ago, or we could do a virtual tour of an Irish castle. Stormy's here. Hi, howdy. Oops, where are my glasses? Howdy. Been a long day. Took dog to vet. Went good. She's just getting older, arthritis, things like that. Well, did you get some exercises she can do, or like maybe some food she can eat, or pain medication? I was just saying that we have a whole bunch of options because I had 3 solid ideas for what we could do today, and I didn't want to make a decision. So there is a poll up. The link is at the top of the comments for should I do my Harlequin Superromance book bracket, where you guys will help me choose which Harlequin Superromance I'm going to read first. Do we want to do a virtual tour of an Irish castle, or I also have some books I can haul? So right now, it's all pretty much people want the Superromance bracket. There's like 1 vote for the book haul, but that was just me testing to see if the poll worked. So I did a little bit of shopping this morning, which I did not intend to do, but I had a doctor's appointment via Zoom, and my mom Marionette, decided to go out and run some errands. So she went over to the library. She had something that she needed to print out so she could sign, so she could send it to her bank. And so she's going to do that. And she got it printed out. But then when she got out to her car, it was a situation of she went to start her car, and her car beeped at her because the battery in her fob, which is how she starts the car, she has one of those remote fobs and keyless ignition. It was beeping at her because it needed to be replaced. So instead of going to the post office, she went over to get that taken care of, and then she was tired. Driving was frustrating, so she came home. So I went out and took it to the post office for her, and while I was out, I went to Marshall's. I also stopped by China City to get some lunch to bring home, which was nice. But when I was in Marshall's, I found this tub of 54 different colors of brush tip markers. And this is great because I finished that tracker. Each little square, and there are like 112 of them or something, represents an hour that I spent reading. And I did it all in one color, and I didn't differentiate. And I enjoyed tracking my books that way. So I decided I'd keep doing it. And now I have this one that I printed out for myself, and I think this is actually 104 squares, and I decided to color code it. So this means that I read books from the library. That's what that color means. I'm going to have a color for fan fiction, a color for arcs, and a color for books that I own. So I just started it this morning. I got up super early, so I actually got 4 hours and 15 minutes of reading. I haven't colored that in because I read a book that I owned, and I haven't decided what color those are going to be yet. So now I'm going to, but anyway, I was very excited to find this. It was just in the checkout lane at Marshall's. So, which is good because I didn't have enough colors for what I wanted to do. Okay, so there's some comments. And Storm says she got doggy aspirin for, is this Dresden? Dresden, I think is the name of the dog. Ellie wants to know what kind of dog Dresden is, if it is indeed Dresden. And Storm says, I can't find the poll. I vote brackets. Yeah, pretty much everybody's voting brackets. And Emily says, shopping. Oh, I've been wanting to go shopping lately, but it's a busy week at work. Nice. Well, Marshall's was having this massive clearance, and I ended up getting like 4 blouses, which I can show you guys if you want. And Storm says she's part Shih Tzu and Cocker Spaniel. Nice. Look at you. Great job. Okay, sure. Oh, I was like, what did I do? Oh yeah, this my solid purple here. But like I said, I'm color coding now. Love the tracker, says Abby Jean. And this time I actually remembered to write the date on it. I didn't last time, so and I didn't keep track of fan fiction on this one. And I didn't write down what day I started, so I don't know how many weeks it took me to read that many that many hours, because it's tracking hours read rather than titles read, which I think is a nice way to do it. Hey, everyone, says Lisa. Hey, Lisa. I like the idea of tracking your reading time. I really want to do a 24-hour reading challenge soon. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, Barkity. I have a puppy. I don't know that this puppy has been on the live stream before. Brought him in specifically to say Barkity to Silly, and that is, oh, by the way, Silly is a Shih Tzu. I think she's purebred, or is she or no, I guess she's a hybrid, isn't she? And I know she's at least part Shih Tzu. And this is Bruno, and he is older than I am because he was my older sister's, and now he hangs out in our house. And so he's probably around 60 years old or so. Barkity, bark, bark. So, Barkity. And so, yes, Barkity. Wyoming wants to see the blouses. We can do that. Hey, Lisa, greeting. Fashion show, says Kristen. Yes, it's going to be a fashion show, but I'm not actually going to put clothes on because I'm just lazy. Even the thing that these pens came in is pretty cool. It's like it's a pen holder, like a pencil holder, except that it has like a little fold down handle, so you can go skipping around with your markers, marking things as you skip. Okay, fashion show. He's so cute, says Stacy. Yeah, Bruno. He used to have like a little plastic barrel because he's like a Saint Bernard. And you know, in the Alps, they used to carry the Saint Bernards would go out and find people who were freezing and in distress, and they would carry little barrels of brandy because brandy, when you're freezing, like literally hypothermic, that's one of the few occasions when drinking alcohol is actually beneficial. So they would carry brandy, and then they would bark, and then the monks would come out, the priests, monks would come out, find the stranded people, and bring them back to the monastery or the abbey so that they could, you know, take them in for the night and get them back to health. He used to have a little plastic brandy barrel, which was actually had a slot in it for coins, but that's long gone. He's cute. Silly says it's let's share with Stormy's sick doggy. Yes. Poor Stormy's sick doggy. Maybe Dresden needs a little bit of brandy. Maybe that's one of those circumstances where it's actually beneficial. Okay, blouses. I also maybe got a couple of scented candles, but okay, let's see. I got this one. These are all very large, even for me. So, but I am kind of enjoying the flowy loose top situation. This is just plain white. And it's the kind that's kind of higher in the back because it's designed to be tied off in the front. I'm going to push the computer back a little bit so that you can actually see these a little bit better. And then I got this one that's a little dressier. I mean, these are just basically for me to wear on camera. I mean, I can wear them out and about. This nice blue. And, oops, the price tag's flopping down. It actually has a little keyhole kind of detail. And blue and white stripe. And then, are we ready for a floral extravaganza? We are going to have a floral extravaganza. Floral extravaganza. So those are the blouses I bought. And I got this candle, which is kind of themed for Halloween. It's got a black cat on it. It's very nice. It is apple, caramel, and maple. So we're definitely getting ready for fall. And the other one is one of these. Oops, I already have these in a few different colors and scents. This one is applewood and amber. Very nice. Okay. They had a couple of others from that set, but I didn't care for them as much. So, okay, let's get these down here. Okay, Kristen says pretty. And Wyoming says the blue top really pops with your tiara. Yes, this is like, I'm wearing this tiara because I'm kind of having a low energy kind of day. And this is like really my most comfortable tiara. It's a little heavier than others, but it's the one that is like kind of shapes to my skull the best. So, yeah, that is nice. I like that. And then this one probably also, let me get these price tags out of the way. I have another tiara that would go nicely with this one, but this one looks pretty good with it. This was the tiara that was given to me by the lovely, the charming, the currently available and with us, Abby Jean. I'm glad I chose it since she was able to come along. All the fall things, says Emily. Well, I think these Nicole is here. Nicole, I was able to pop by for a bit. Miss you guys. We've been missing you. I think I have. It's nice to see you, however briefly. Anyway, so that's what I did. Oh, and I also got gas while I was out and about. Abby Jean says, you must have known I was coming when I know there's another one I have that's just about as comfortable, but it doesn't necessarily go as well with this top. And I was just like, maybe I'll wear this one. And it's the tiara of summoning. I put it on, and the person who gave it to me is now here. I feel so powerful. Okay, Stacy says, love it all. Cute blouses. Walgreens has their fall stuff out now, and I bought a skeleton kitty for my stepdaughter today. I'm ready for fall. Me too. Me too. And Nicole says, I'm already back at school, y'all. July was busy with teacher prep. Well, weren't you also before that teaching summer school? That gave you a slightly different schedule. Let me see if I can find them. I was, before you guys showed up, I was just showing off my new brush tip watercolor style markers and my new book tracking thing, which I am using. It's just squares. Each square represents an hour. And they're going to be in different colors. So this morning I read a book from the library. Yes, I have books out from the library again. And I read, so this color represents books from the library. And so I read 2 hours and I only went 15 minutes into the next hour. So I put that in fours. And then this one is going to be for a book I read that I own. What happened was, you know how reading one book leads to reading another, leads to reading another. Let's see. Nicole says, I'm so ready for all the cozy fall things. Yes, this is, I think he's kind of a cozy fall puppy. And she says, I taught art and cooking in July. LOL, fun camps for the kids. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get caught up on my e-arcs. And I only have one book left that's coming out in August to read. And it is called The Secret Crush Book Club. And it's by Carmen Lee. And it's part of a series of interconnected standalones, which are all set in the same fictitious small town in Georgia. They're about 3 sisters. And when I looked into that book to get it as an e-arc, because it's being released on August 26th, I realized it was from the same series as the book I already own, The 710 Split. So I thought, and then there's a third, this is the first. There's a second book that's already out, and then the third book that's coming out in August. So I thought, well, it would be nice if I could read the other 2. So I read this one that I own. I started a couple of days ago, but only got 20% through. It wasn't because I wasn't enjoying it, just other stuff came up. So this morning I was like, I want to read these, like, I don't know if I want to read 3 books in a row that are all set around the same characters and stuff. So I thought, well, I'll give myself a few days so I can space it out. Well, I was like about 2/3 of the way through this one, and I'm like, yes, I am enjoying this so much that I'm going to segue directly into the second one, which I had already picked up yesterday from the library, and that is The Relationship Mechanic. So I read that this morning as well, and then I'm going to read the ARC, the Secret Crush Book Club, probably in the next day or so. Anyway, small town sapphic goodness. This one is about two high school teachers who are coaching the high school bowling team, and actually, she was a pro is a pro bowler in addition to the other stuff she does, and she bowled in college, and then she's a pro bowler. And in this one, she is a very cosmopolitan actor. She mostly does voiceover work and audiobooks, and she's a mechanic, and she comes to visit her best friend, who is her from this book, and her car breaks down, and so she gets towed to her shop. She is the sister of her, and I have no idea. A third sister is going to be in Secret Crush Book Club, but I don't think the other female main character has been introduced yet. Anyway, so that's what I was reading this morning, and I really liked them. So looking forward to reading the ARC. And we have another comment, which is, that's so sweet, Nicole. Yeah, nice. Anyway, so I need to color in, because I actually read for 4 hours and 15 minutes this morning. I need to color in for the book that I own that I read. Now, and Nicole says, this is my series era, I guess. I feel like I just cycle through what is next in 8 different ones, but at least I'm invested in the books, right? That's a plus. Oh yeah, because we are going to, aren't we supposed to be reading, what's the name of it? Please help me out here. Abby Jean, Nicole. The Circadians, Cyclamens, whatever comes after Saving Baracco, or anyway, we were talking about doing that. So Clincanians, I don't know. Yeah, that one. Tempting Azud. Azud? That should be an umlaut, I feel like. I probably got it wrong, says Nicole. Well, the thing is like Abby Jean came in with the specific titles, so we're all on the same page now. Okay, now, while we're thinking about that, are we ready to start doing some brackets? I was thinking what I would do is I would just hold up 2 of the super romances, and we could just go off cover vibes for the first round. I'll hold up 2, and people will say which one they think should proceed to the next round. You're right, Nicole, at least phonetically. And yes, I was hoping to see the brackets. Okay, well, I didn't do up a piece of paper. Like I said, I was thinking we could just go off cover vibes for the first round. And we'll just do this for a little while until people are like, maybe we should do some sprints now. Okay, so are we ready? I'm just grabbing these. These are not in any particular order. So are we ready for the first pair? Okay, well, this one is one of the only ones. I only have like a couple that are not from the 80s, from the 1980s. And this is one of them. And then, okay, so this is from 2018, I think. No, 2010, excuse me. So here we have, and then everything else is going to be from the 80s, including the other one I'm holding up. So these are the 2. First round. The Good Provider and Final Payment. So flowers or wine glasses? Final Payment, Final Payment. Okay, we have 4 votes for Final Payment. I don't know how many people are actually in a position to vote, because I know some people are doing projects or working, but Final Payment says Wyoming. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7 people voting for Final Payment. Okay, we're going to go with Final Pavement. Final Pavement. Final Payment moves on, because at this point, nobody can beat that one. Okay, the next two are, okay, now we're into the ones that are all from the 80s. And we have Sweet Tomorrows and Time Will Tell. Coffee mugs, fireplace, coffee mugs on the porch, uh, some kind of thing in a library. Ooh, they're in a library, in a home library or study. Abby Jean says, I am meal prepping and cleaning the kitchen, so if I am away from keyboard, that's why, but I'm going to try my best to participate. Well, now we have Time Will Tell and Sweet Tomorrow. So coffee on the porch, something by the fireplace. Time will tell, time will tell, time will tell. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5, 1, 2, 4. We have 6 votes for Time Will Tell and 1 vote for Sweet Tomorrow. So Time Will Tell advances. Okay, Sweet Tomorrow, I will set that aside for now. Okay. Oh, 2 for Sweet Tomorrow. So we've got, but we still have 2 for 5 for Time Will Tell. Oh, hey, Gwen. And 2 for Sweet Tomorrow. Okay. So we will, Time Will Tell advances. Here we have one that's a little older, but it's still from the 80s. And this is from when they were a little bit longer as well. So this is from 1983, and the other one's from 1986. We have Snow Bride. So we've got some Eastern European churches. I believe it is Serbia. Oh no, it's Siberia. So technically it's Asia, the Asian part of Russia, and Once a Stranger, which looks a little more beachy. Snow Bride. We got 2 for Snow Bride, 1 for Stranger. One, 2, 3, 6, 7. Looks like we have 7 for Snow Bride and 1 for Stranger. So Snow Bride advances. Stranger is set aside. I mean, I'm eventually going to read them all. This is just to decide the order in which I'm going to read them. Okay, and now we have Love Child and Cherished Harbor. Love Child, always second best. Okay, that was very bad, Diana Ross. Love Child and Cherished Harbor. Okay, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, it looks like Cherished Harbor advances. And, ooh, okay. And now, are we ready? The Forever Promise and Voices on the Wind. Okay. It looks like we're getting a lot for Voices on the Wind. So, yeah, we're going to go with Voices on the Wind. Advances. Okay. Next up, we have A Perfect Gem and Tempting Fate. Trying to hold these so they don't pick up too much glare. Perfect gem, tempting fate. Hmm. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it looks like we've got tempting fate advances. And oh, okay. This is, I don't think this is meant to be a slur against Romani people, or Romani people. But we have Gypsy Fire. It's gypsy in a metaphorical sense. And a way to remember. A way to remember, Gypsy Fire. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stacy, yeah, it says fire, but there will probably be a yikes factor. Well, again, I think it's just supposed to be in the metaphorical sense of somebody who is, a free spirit with, yeah, as opposed to a slur against the Romani people. Is it Romani or Romani? I think it's Romani. So we've got 1, 2. Ooh, it's a tie right now. Okay, but remember is now pulling ahead. So I think we have 4 for remember and 3 for fire. Okay, well, I think remember advances and fire lives to fight another day, but not in this tournament. Okay, and now we have halfway to heaven and all that matters. I think when I talked about halfway to heaven in the hall, somebody, I think it was maybe Gwen, was saying how the guy seems to be wearing like a knockoff Ocean Pacific shirt. Heaven, all that matters, halfway to heaven. Matters, ooh, a tie, halfway to heaven. All to play for, heaven. Hmm. Let's see, we've got 1, 2. It's a tie so far. I think with 6 people voting, and it looks like there are 7 people in the chat, or at least that's what StreamYard is telling me. Sometimes they're not right. So we've got, let's see, heaven. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for heaven, and 1, 2, 3 for matters. Okay, well, since it's so close, what we're going to do is halfway to heaven for sure advances, and I think I'm going to create a third category for wild cards or something, and this will go into that third category because again, it was so close. 2 more. Draw down the moon and a distant promise. There we go. Let me put those up so you can actually see them a little bit better. Oh, it looks like we might have ended up with a tie for all that matters. I'm not sure. I lost count. If it is a tie on all that matters, if somebody could go back and look for me because my hands are full, literally. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for moon. Okay, yeah, I think it might. All that matters might have ended up being a tie. If it is, then it'll go back into the. I already have it set aside as kind of like for a potential wild card or something because it was so close. So okay, moon advances. Next up, we have night into day, hot tub, and Pine cones and orchids. Pine cones and orchids, and night into day. I realize you can't really see the titles very well. Hot tub. Okay, what do we got? It was a tie, says Lisa. Okay. Let me just quickly put that into. Okay, so they both advance, basically. Thank you very much, Lisa. I appreciate it. So we got 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 for hot tub / night into day, and 1, 2, 4 for pine cones and orchids. So there's potential to tie this one up if you are really, let's see, pine cones, 1. Now I lost track. Okay, hot tub has 1, 2, 3. Pine cones and orchids has 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're really committed to the hot tub, now's your chance to vote and get it through on a tie. But it looks like pine cones is now pulled ahead. Adios, night and today. You are going into a wild card pile because it was very close, and also I'm gonna throw my hostess weight behind this one. So it's not advancing, it's going into the wild card pile. Okay, couple more. We've got Dreams to Mend and Meeting Place. They're making out in a haystack. She's wearing a wedding dress. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm outsourcing the choice because those both look pretty intriguing. Let's see if I can hold them. I need to take a sip of my beverage. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for Dreams to Mend, and I think Night and Today is now an official tie, so it does not have to be in the wild card pile. I think. Is that what happened? I am not doing well here. So what are we on? We are on Meeting Place and Dreams to Mend. So we've got 1, 2, 3 for meeting. And Dreams to Mend gets 1. Dreams. Okay, Dreams to Mend has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like for Dreams to Mend, and oops, something else. Dreams. It looks like Dreams to Mend is the one that advances here. Okay. Orchid Moon or Golden Girl. There was a movie called Golden Girl, which is totally not related. Well, sort of. It was made in, I think it came out in 1980, and it starred Susan Anton as a track and field athlete, and she was competing to participate in the Summer Olympics in Moscow, but because the movie came out before the US decided to boycott the Summer Olympic Games in Moscow, it just like proceeded like she was competing. Anyway, there was like a lot of stuff going on to make her into an elite track and field competitor. So golden, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for golden, and 1, 2, 3 for orchid. Looks like Golden Girl proceeds. Anyway, the movie Golden Girl was pretty good. Oh, wait. Or how many did we end up with for orchid? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put orchid in the wild card, though, because it was so close. Belonging, and Now There's Tomorrow. Whoops. Now There's Tomorrow. She's wearing shorts. She's wearing a bikini. You tell me. One, two, three, four. Four for belonging, one for now, there's tomorrow. Five for belonging. Okay, six for belonging. Okay, belonging advances. Chances, ooh, spicy, and twice shy. One for twice shy. One, two for oh wow. We've got chance. Oh my gosh, chances. Okay, more people are voting than technically. It's telling me there are only 5 people in the chat. This is very clearly not true because these are all unique votes. So it looks like chances has. Okay, I'm gonna have to put these down so I can scroll back. Unless I should have asked somebody to just be my designated vote tally person. Oh, for Pete's sake. I hate these slider bars on the sides because I can never maneuver them particularly well. Okay, chances has one, two, three. Okay, one, two, three, four, five. It looks like 6 votes for chances, so that one advances. If anybody wants to volunteer to be the vote tally person. Okay. Yes is forever. And love songs. Love songs, yes is forever. Or yes is forever and love songs. Two votes for forever, one for love songs. It's all to play for. Okay, two each. Three for yes is forever and two for love songs, it looks like. Oh, now it looks like it's maybe 4 songs, 4 for love songs and 3 for yes is forever. Let's see. Yes is forever. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, versus 4. Okay, so yes is forever is going to go into the wild card pile because that was pretty close. Okay, and Visions, which I will point out has a Christmas tree, and oh, we are tied. Okay, so both of them are going to advance for now. Thank you guys, appreciate it. I like I said, I should have asked somebody to just be my designated vote tally person. Okay, chance meeting. And this one that has a Christmas tree on the cover, but I am not concerned about seasonality here. Visions. Visions with the Christmas tree. Chance meeting with the no Christmas tree. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for Visions. Okay, so that's going to advance. Yeah, I get a little bit of Christmas in August. Mm-hmm. Oh, another Christmas tree. I'm just grabbing these like they're just in there and I'm grabbing them. I didn't plan this, but clearly. The Forever Bond and Season of Miracles. This is the Christmas tree with the God's eyes on it. Okay, we got to vote for. We're at 1 for Miracles and 2 for Forever Bond, or 3. 2 for Season of Miracles and 3 for Forever Bond. Nice. Let's see. Miracles. One, one, 2, 3 for Miracles, and 1, 2. Okay, we're tied. Miracles seems to be pulling ahead. So Miracles currently has 4. Oh, Miracles has 5. Miracles has 1. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Miracles moves ahead. Was it close enough that I should put this in the wild card thing? Okay, and then we have Weaver of Dreams and See Only Me. Weaver of Dreams and See Only Me. Miracles 1 by 1. Okay, I'll put that in the wild card pile. Okay. We've got 1 for Those Are Both Great, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for See Only Me, and a couple for Weaver of Dreams. It looks like See Only Me has 1, but if somebody hasn't voted yet and wants to throw it to Weaver of Dreams, it can still get into the wild card slot. See has 1, but it looks like maybe Weaver had enough to be wild card. So unless, like I said, if somebody still really wants Weaver, you can vote for it, and maybe it can get in as a wild card. Okay, Remembered Magic. And A Dangerous Sentiment. Oh, it's a tie. Dreams, Magic, Dangerous. Oh, Dreams is from the old one. Okay. Dangerous or Magic? Remembered Magic, Dangerous. So right now we are on Dangerous has 3 and Magic has 2, it looks like. Magic has 3 and Dreams have 3. We're tied. Is there a tiebreaker? Wait. Magic has Dreams has 1. Oh no, Dreams is that's the old one. Magic, Dangerous, Magic, Dangerous, Dangerous, and Magic. It looks like they're still tied. Do we have a tiebreak? Dangerous advances, and Magic goes into the whatchamacallit wild card because it was close. Okay. Oh, I'm actually going to switch these around a little bit because I'm getting confused with all these titles. We have Drive the Night Away and What Comes Naturally. Drive the Night Away. What Comes Naturally. Folks are done where I come from. They never had no learning. Still, they're happy as can be, doing what comes naturally. Annie, get your gun. Okay, 2 for Drive. So far, nothing for doing what comes naturally. Drive, 3 for Drive. 4 for Drive. Okay, Drive advances because I don't know. Okay, and that does not go into the wild card. because okay, and I think maybe we should take some time to do some sprints. We still have 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, we still have wait 2, 4, 6, 8. We still have 5 pairs to go through. Uh, but maybe it's time to do a sprint. I don't know. What do people think? Do we want to push through with this first elimination round? Oh, Magic and Dangerous were tied. Okay. Thank you so much. So Magic is now in the general pile. It says there's only one person here. I don't know if that's accurate. I'm fine with either, says Lisa. Okay, well that's fine. I put them both in the advanced pile. I like to be inclusive rather than exclusive. Oh, you're fine with either sprints or pressing ahead. Let's go ahead and press ahead and see if we can just get through them all. Uh, Tangled Dreams. There's definitely more than one. Silly and I are still here, says Wyoming. There's definitely more than one person. LOL, says Abby Jean. Sprint, I need a potty break. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a break then, so that everybody can attend to whatever it is they want to attend to. And so we will reconvene at 37 minutes past the hour. So sprinting until 0037. And I will paste in the link for the River 105.9. Great music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And this time I'll remember to mute myself. Okay, we're back. Did everybody have a nice sprint? I got started on the next book in that series, Peach Blossom by Carmen Lee. Secret Crush Book Club. That's my arc because I read the first two in that series. So, yeah. Okay, we have 12 to go. That's 6 pairs. Lisa wants to know what e-reader I am using. I am using this very elderly Kindle. Probably should replace it. There's some permanent blemishes on the screen, and so that's what I have, a very old Kindle, which I'm thinking to replace. Storm says, good sprint, got to 55% in Shoot, Don't Shoot. I got to 10% in Secret Crush Book Club, but I only read for 15 minutes, so startling how fast they go. Is Kristen still here? Anyway, so we still have 6 pairs of books to go through, 12 total. That's how that works. Math. Lisa says, Best Buy has really good sales on Kindles. Oh, do they? Is that like a special that's going on now or just in general? I'll have to look into that. Okay, so if Kristen's still here, I have something to show her. Okay, so are we ready to do another Cover Vibes quick elimination? We still have 6 pairs of that to go. Oh, special for today, I believe. Oh my goodness. Let me just pull that. Okay, I just opened up that in another tab so I wouldn't forget to look at it. Thank you very much. Okay, so are we ready for more quick elimination? Cover Vibes. Give us the books, says Lisa. Okay, we have. Let's do it, says Abby Jean. Okay, so we have Tangled Dreams. Oh, another comment. Let's go, says Gwen. And Masks. Tangled Dreams, also Masks. I was going to say Tangled Dreams and Masks, but that actually would be a pretty good title in itself. Or Masks and Tangled Dreams. Anyway, Dreams, Masks. Ah, one each. Oh, okay. We have one each for Masks and Dreams. So that's a tie. Ooh, another one coming in for Masks. 2-1 on Masks. Ah, 2-2. 2 for Dreams, 2 for Masks. Oh, I can't see. Gwen just voted for something. Dangled. Tangled Dreams. Dangled. Okay, so we have Dreams has 4 and Masks has 2. Anyone else? Anyone else? 2 for Masks, 4 for Dreams. Dreams advances. And Masks will be back at some future time. Okay. And now we have A Season for Roses and Child's Play. Outdoors and indoors. Oh, we had another vote for Masks. Which I think, oh, yeah. Oh, Kristen, I wanted to show you something. Child's Play, for 2 for Child's Play. Kristen, I had my, I finished my fill-in, and I decided to start another one that I just designed myself, and I'm color coding it this time. I want to make sure you saw that if you hadn't already. Okay, so we have Child's Play gets 1, 2, 3, and Roses gets 1, 2, 3. So we have a tie. Anybody want to break it? Okay, it looks like it's a tie, so they both advance. By any other name, and Stronger by Far. Oh, looks like Child got another vote. 1, 2, 3. Child got another vote. Hang on a second. So Roses is now going in the wild card pile because that was pretty close. So we've got, I love it, says Kristen. So let's see, we've got Stronger and other names. So we've got 1, 2, 3 for Stronger and 1, 2 for other name. It looks like. 2. Yeah. Three for Stronger and 2 for other name. Stronger advances and other name can be a wild card, I guess. Season of Enchantments. Ooh, and the best of yesterday. There are books on this cover of this book cover. So the best of yesterday and Season of Enchantment. Oh, it looks like other name is now a tie, maybe. We got 1, 2 for yesterday, and 3 for enchantment, and 1 for both. Oh, actually, she said both, and then she said yesterday. So, other name. No, that was the other one. Yesterday has 1, 2 votes, and Season of Enchantment has 3. Looks like. I think by any other name ended up being a that ended up being a tie. So yesterday, it looks like these are now a tie as well. One, let's see. I gotta scroll back because I lost count. I did not think this through. So this is Best of Yesterday versus Season of Enchantment. So yesterday has 1, 2, 3, and Season of Enchantment has 1, 2, 4. Okay, so it looks like Season of Enchantment advances, if I have this correct. Okay, and then we have After Midnight, and This Time for Us. This Time for Us, After Midnight. One, two, three, four, five, 6 for Midnight. Okay. And 2 more, and then we're done with the Cover Vibes lightning round. Search for the Rainbow. And by special request. Search for the Rainbow. Special request. Special request. Search for the Rainbow. Another vote for midnight. Okay, but so for this one, we have one for rainbow and three for special request. Oh, two for rainbow and three for special request. But maybe he's searching for Skittles in her mouth. Find that rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Yes. Rainbow. Okay, I lost count. I think rainbow has it, but I'm not sure. Let's see. One, two, three, four for rainbow, and special request gets one, two, three. Oh wait, what was now I can't remember what I said about rainbow. One, two, three, four. Okay, I think rainbow has it, but special request can be a wild card. Oh wait, rainbow. Oh, okay, no, that was I'm doing great. I'm really, really doing great. Okay. So that was the lightning round. I would say we did not actually get rid of half of them. There were two, but oh, new comments, it says. I was told there would be no math on this bracket, says Stacy. I think that what we're all learning about me over this last week or so is that I am not an honest person. I am not dishonest by design. I don't intend to tell you lies. It just works out that way. Like, I was like, oh, I don't have any more book checkouts. And at the time, it was true. It's not true anymore. Stacy just thinks that's hilarious. Okay. So now I can't even remember which one of these are a wild card. And okay. So the question is, now that we have narrowed it down to quite a lot. Wait a second. Okay. Oh, I lost track of what actually won versus what was a wild card. Maybe we should take a sprint while I just kind of like try to figure this nonsense out because yeah. Okay, let's do another sprint while I try to figure this out. Okay, so let's sprint until 4:20, at least in my time zone. 4:20. Drug humor. Let's see. So we're gonna go until Kristen's giving me a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, so we are sprinting. Whoops. Sprinting until 20 minutes past the hour. And there we go. And I'm going to mute myself and try to figure this out. Okay, it's been a half an hour, and I think I figured out which ones were wild cards and which ones were winners. And I think what I'm going to do for the next elimination round is I'm going to take a quick glance at the summaries on the back, and I will pick out one or two keywords for each book, and then you choose based on those keywords. How does that sound? Do people like that? Do people think it sucks? Are people just like, whatever, man, it's your show? Tell me. Speak to me. Hmm. I like that, says Lisa. All it takes is one person expressing an opinion. Okay, I'm not going to show you the covers this time. I am just going to give you keyword. One or two keywords or phrases. Okay. Okay, the key phrase for the first book. Story Man says, whatever, man, it's your show. Ah. Wen says, keyword sounds good. Okay, the key phrase for the first book is 3 years after they departed. And then for the other book, it is he was strong, compassionate, and an ex-priest. So we have 3 years after they've parted, and strong, compassionate, and an ex-priest. So parted or ex-priest? Parted or ex-priest? Ex-priest says Storm. Priest says Kristen. Ex-priest says Lisa. Now, when we have a winner, Wyoming says priest. It looks like ex-priest is okay. Now, when we have the winner, do you want me to show what it was? Do you want me to go ahead and show it since it was ex-priest that won? Yes, show it. Okay. It's Chances by Janice Kaiser. Yeah, everybody wants it. Everybody wants to see it. Well, Kristen's obliging, and she's like, "Sure." So, Chances. This is the ex-priest, which advances to the next round. Okay. And here we have I would not have thought that. Well, he is an ex-priest, so it's not like, oh, the steamy looking cover. Interesting. LOL, says Stormy. Okay, next pair. Uh a godsend to her kids versus she went home to heal. She went home to heal, HEAL, like getting better from something, not to like be set back on her heels. I don't. She went home to heal versus a godsend to her kids. She went home, says Wyoming. So again, the choices are she went home to heal and God send to her kids. Okay, it looks like home to heal has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and kids has 1. So home to heal wins, and that is dreams to mend. That advances. Okay. The next one is Okay, we have she cherished two dreams versus a writer of cookbooks. She cherished two dreams and a writer of cookbooks. Okay, we've got one, two, three, four votes for cookbook, five votes for cookbooks. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six votes for cookbooks. Okay, so a cookbooks it is. That is A Dangerous Sentiment by Lynn Erickson. Advances to the next round. And okay. Okay, now the next choices are Her First Lover and He Made No Secret of his attraction to her. So we have Her First Lover versus He Made No Secret of His Attraction to Her. First Lover, no secret attraction. Okay, two votes for No Secret, three for No Secret, four for No Secret, one for First Lover. Okay, four for No Secret, two for First Lover. It's telling me there are only two people here. It's six votes from six unique people. So four for No Secret and two for First Lover. So No Secret advances. And that would be Golden Girl by Vicki Lewis Thompson. Okay. Next up, She Was Still an Object of Suspicion versus He Was Only a Carpenter. She was still an object of suspicion, or he was only a carpenter. You know who else was only a carpenter? Yeah, the J-Man. Object of suspicion gets a vote. Suspicion, carpenter with two, one for two for object of suspicion and two for carpenter. So we're tied at this time. Three. Oh, now we have three for carpenter and three for suspicion. It looks like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We've got a tie. Anybody want to break it? One more for carpenter. Okay. So that would be Drive the Night Away by Jocelyn Haley. Okay. Okay, so far, it was a tie? Oh, okay. I thought we had three each. I thought we had 3 and 4. Okay. So, okay. Wait, object of suspicion? Okay, so both of those advanced since it was a tie. So we have Search for the Rainbow. Oh, there was a correction. I see. So we have Search for the Rainbow and Drive the Night Away. Both are advancing. Now, Correction. Okay. Here are our phrases. Let's see. Sophisticated professional and a quintessential cowboy. Oh, Abby Jean's leaving. She has to head out. Thanks for the spring site sock. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the voting you did. Okay, so once again, we have quintessential cowboy versus where was I? Sophisticated professional. Abby Jean says she'll watch the replay to find out how, or I could DM you. Okay, so quintessential cowboy is getting like, bye, Abby, bye. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes for cowboy. And the quintessential cowboy. That is all that matters. Oh, yeah, they're making out in a hay bale because he's the quintessential cowboy. Professional, it looks like only got 1 vote. So I think this is the one that wins. Quintessential cowboy wins. Okay. I'm going to bring in a wild card now because I'm just feeling my oats. Oh, okay. Let's see. We've got an unexpected complication versus witness protection program. Unexpected complication, witness protection program. Witness protection. Witness protection. Witness protection. So that's 4 votes for witness protection. 5. It looks like witness protection is advancing. And that would be Cherished Harbor by Kelly Walsh. Okay. Now, the next set we have okay, here we go. His sensitive, carefree nature versus, let's see, charismatic and sensitive. Wait, that's too close. Let's see. She placed her oh boy. Okay, here we go. She knew she'd struck pay dirt versus his sensitive, carefree nature. So his sensitive, carefree nature versus she knew she'd hit pay dirt. His sensitive, carefree nature, she knew she'd hit pay dirt. Carefree nature. Carefree nature, carefree nature, carefree, pay dirt. So we right now we have 1, 2, we have 4 for carefree and 1 for pay dirt. So 1, 2, pay dirt. So we have 2 for pay dirt and 1, 2. We have 4 for Carefree Nature and 2 for Pay Dirt. So it looks like Carefree Nature takes the day. That would be The Forever Bond by Elaine Carr. That one advances to the next round. And here we have The Danger of a I know I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, I figured. So we have The Danger of a Solo Venture and Traipse Across Europe. So we have Traipse Across Europe and where did it go? The Danger of a Solo Venture versus Traipse Across Europe. Europe. So we have 4 votes for Europe, 5 votes for Europe. Actually, 6 votes for Europe. Okay. Europe it is, and that is Tangled Dreams. I think this was from the road trip. Okay. So Tangled Dreams. I think this was from the wild card pile, I think. I'm so confused at this point. Okay. Next up, we have okay. Rugged and Fascinating Rancher or Childhood Sweethearts. So we have Rugged and Fascinating Rancher and Childhood Sweethearts. Okay, 3 votes for Rancher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Rancher wins in a landslide. And that is A Weaver of Dreams by Sally Garnett. No, excuse me, Sally Garrett. Okay. Let me see. A Secret That Manifested After Midnight and Prosecution in a Notorious Divorce Case. So we have Secret Manifesting After Midnight and Prosecution in a Notorious Divorce. Wyoming says After Midnight. After Midnight. Divorce. Ooh, we've got 2 for After Midnight and 3 for Divorce. 4 for Divorce. 2 After Midnight, 4 for Divorce. It looks like Divorce is advancing. And that is oh, this is from the wild card. This is Voices on the Wind. One of them is a divorce attorney, so they're not the ones who are getting divorced. Just one of them happens to be a divorce attorney. Okay. Let's see. And here we have Sexy Department Store Magnet and Wrong Side of the Law. Sexy Department Store Magnet, Wrong Side of the Law. Sexy department store magnet, wrong side of the law. 1 vote for wrong side of the law. Let's see, 2 for wrong side of the law and 1 for divorce. I mean, not divorce. We're getting a little tired here. It's fine. So we have, okay, wrong side of the law has 1, 2, 3, and department store has 2, it looks like. Wrong. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for wrong side of the law and 2 for department store. So it looks like wrong side of the law is the one that advances. I wonder if these books are law books that are explaining exactly how somebody is on the wrong side of the law. Okay, let's see. Let's see. The man she'd loved since she was a girl. Uh, both of them felt like running. So that's uh, the man she'd loved since she was a girl, and both of them felt like running. Loved since she was a girl, both want to run. Because tramps like me, baby, we were born to run. Running, says Wyoming. Since she was a girl, says Stacy. Both running, says Storm. So, all to play for. So we've got 1, 3 for running and 2 for since she was a girl. Okay, so it looks like running is the one that wins. And that is. Ooh, this was wild card. Because it's the one with the hot tub. Night into day. The hot tub. Okay. She set out to create the perfect marriage versus one of the first impulsive acts of her life. So we have she set out to create the perfect marriage and one of the first impulsive acts of her life. Perfect marriage, impulsive act. Perfect marriage, impulsive act. Do for impulsive? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive. That looks like 2, 4. So that looks like we have one of the first impulsive acts of her life, Orchid Moon by Gail Anderson. And let's see. The inheritance led him to her door versus something would cinch her promotion. So, cinch her promotion versus inheritance led him to her door. Cinch her promotion Inheritance led him to her door. Okay, we got to vote for. Oh, Storm says, I am popping off. Had fun voting. Enjoy whichever one you end up reading first. Nice. Thank you so much for joining us, Storm. So we have 3 votes for Inheritance. Okay, so it looks like Inheritance is advancing, and that is Love Songs by Georgia Bachhoven. Not too much further to go. Let's see. Let's see. A secret, a secret she could never reveal versus physical and emotional scars he carried. So we have a secret she could never reveal versus physical and emotional scars. Yeah, that he still carried. So he's the one who's physically and emotionally scarred. Secret. Okay, 1 vote each for Scars and Secret. Do we have a tiebreaker? We have a tiebreaker. So we have 2 for Secret and 1 for Scars, it looks like. Okay. Belonging. That advances to the next round. The fervor of a man half his age, and he offered her a refuge. So, fervor of a man half his age, he offered her a refuge. Those are the choices. One of them is a whatchamacallit, wild card. So we've got fervor of a man half his age and offered her a refuge. Refuge. 2 votes for refuge and 1 for half his age. I think we're only down to like 3 or 4 people right now. So I think refuge is the one that advances. And that is By Special Request by Barbara Kay. And now this one's tricky because we have 3 left. So I'm going to do 2, and then the winner of that one will face off against the one remaining one after that. Okay. A Stranger Destiny. Stranger as in more odd, not as in person you don't know. Stranger Destiny. And Priorities Change. So Stranger Destiny and Priorities Change. Oh, okay. We actually have 4 votes for Priorities Change. Okay. Now, Priorities Change wins, so it's going up against the one remaining book because I somehow ended up with an odd number, I think, because of all of the wild cards. Let's see. He Knew She Was Trouble versus Priorities Change. Priorities Change. He Knew She Was Trouble. Priorities Change versus He Knew She Was Trouble. Okay, we've got 1 vote for trouble. And I think that we're going to call this priorities change. Okay, 2 for trouble. Oh, 3 for trouble. And 1 staying with priorities. Anyone else? So we've got 3 for trouble and 1 sticking with priorities change. So it looks like trouble is the one that is advancing, which was from the wildcard stack. That is By Any Other Name by Jeannie Triner or Triner. Okay, so now we are down to 6, 10, 12, 14. Okay. 17 books left. So now we're going to go by male main character's first name, and it is going to be another head-to-head. Okay, so we have Clark, or we could do this. Yeah, we could continue it next week because it is getting late and most people have, had to drift off. So yeah, let's do a to be continued. And if I remember, how are we odd again? Well, if I started with, I must have had 35 because I ended up with 17. So if I started with 35, because yeah, half of 35 is 17, because I had that one where it was a 2 on, where I had a set of 3 and the rest were 2. So okay, so yeah, we'll continue this next week. And hopefully I will remember that it was male main character's first name, but if I don't, I'll come up with something else. So it's also entirely possible that I miscounted. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Well, it's actually 19, not 17, but it's still odd, so to speak. Okay, so yeah, we'll continue next week because it is getting late and we've lost a lot of voters. Battle of the Names. Next week, it'll be male main character. We'll start with male main characters' names. I like it, says Kristen. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Hopefully I will remember. Gwen says you could use location. I had thought of that. Maybe what I'll do is male main characters' names and then location. This was fun, says Stacy. Thanks, Sock. No, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we'll do, yeah, because I had also thought of doing location. So I think sometimes it's hard to tell where they take place. So I think I'll start with male main character's name and then go to location. So it's a plan. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. And I will see you next week and we will continue with the brackets. Bye, everybody.